The science of desire, destroying the entire illusion. Most of what we call desire in the modern world has almost nothing to do with what the body actually needs. We have built entire spiritual industries, entire self-help movements, and entire identities on misinterpreted signals from a dysregulated nervous system. And because we misunderstand desire, we chase shadows, we pursue illusions, and we exhaust ourselves. To see this clearly, I think we must begin with the most basic truth of human life. Desire is not born in the mind. It is born in the body. And when the body is cold, the mind imagines a new life somewhere warmer. When the body is lonely, the mind imagines a soulmate who will finally bring comfort and peace. When the body is overwhelmed, the mind imagines escape, money, travel, reinventing ourselves. When the body is dysregulated, the mind imagines salvation. But these fantasies are not desire. They are the misinterpretations of physiological needs. The nervous system speaks in very simple terms. If you listen closely, you will notice it asks for warmth, safety, rest, nourishing food, a sense of connection, quiet, rhythm, coherence. When these primary conditions are not met, the mind begins to invent stories, elaborate, emotional, spiritual stories, to explain why we feel what we feel. And then we begin to believe that the ache inside us has something to do with destiny, abundance, karma, or manifestation. And believe me, there are many people making big bucks promoting this. And this is where the illusion begins. Because instead of meeting our basic needs, we chase the stories instead. You can see it in the spiritual marketplace. This misinterpretation has become an entire culture, and we see it everywhere. We see it in the New Age gurus, in the proselytizing, in the manifestation churches, the abundance-seeking workshops. People with more money than ever, more possessions than ever, more social activity than ever, and yet more anxiety, more dysregulation, more reactivity, more emptiness than ever. I have met many people who live inside this pattern. They are financially secure, socially active, always taking classes, always manifesting, always doing a vision board and seeking the next upgrade in their life. They genuinely believe that the next retreat, the next romantic partner, the next trip to Europe, the next check from the universe is going to give them fulfillment. And yet, beneath the surface, their nervous systems are often frayed, their relationships unstable, their emotions unpredictable, their desires insatiable. They chase stimulation the way a thirsty person chases a mirage in the desert. And it's not because they are shallow, but it's because no one taught them the true nature of desire. Desire is the nervous system seeking regulation. The trouble is, the mind doesn't know how to interpret the signal. So people look outward instead of inward. They try to fill a physiological void with psychological fantasies. When the body needs warmth, they desire a new home. When the heart needs steadiness, they desire a romantic partner. When the nervous system needs nourishment, they desire wealth. When the organism needs rest, they desire escape. The entire structure of spiritual materialism rests on this confusion. And this is why so many people feel dissonance. It's why relationships fail over and over. This is why loneliness persists in our culture. It's why anxiety grows even in comfortable lives. Why the pursuit of abundance never ends. Because we are not actually seeking abundance. We are seeking self-regulation. We're not seeking a soulmate. We are seeking coherence. We are not seeking success. We are seeking safety. And until the root is understood, desire never ends. It simply mutates. It expands. It becomes hunger and ache, longing, fantasy. But true freedom comes the moment we begin to recognize the simplicity of the body's needs. This morning, for example, I experienced this firsthand. I awoke cold, restless, agitated. My mind was already searching for escape, already whispering its familiar desires. I need a different life. I need a better climate. I need more money. I need holy companionship. But instead of following this story, I decided to meet the body where it was. I turned on the little electric heater upstairs. wrapped myself in a blanket and I sat in stillness. I breathed through the Ambe steps. I allowed the warmth to settle into my bones, and the ache dissolved. And it wasn't because I solved the mind's problems, but because I addressed the body's needs. This is the science of desire. When the nervous system is regulated, desire becomes small, human, and manageable. When the nervous system is dysregulated, desire becomes enormous, dramatic, spiritualized, and impossible to satisfy. The historic Buddha hinted at this long ago, not through deprivation, but through understanding. He wasn't teaching people to abandon comfort. He was teaching people to understand craving and to see the illusion clearly, to stop mistaking the body's simple needs for the mind's elaborate projections. Modern physiology now confirms what the Buddha intuited. A regulated nervous system is the foundation of peace. Everything else is noise. And this is why the spiritual marketplace, as it currently exists, cannot produce true fulfillment. It feeds the mind's illusions. It does not address the needs of the body. It encourages stimulation rather than coherence. It celebrates desire rather than genuinely understanding it. To destroy the illusion is not to become austere or detached. It is to live gently, warmly, honestly, with the body in mind, with the nervous system as teacher, with desire understood, not obeyed. This is the revolution. This is the middle way for our time. This is the path of pragmatic presence. The science of desire is simple. Meet the body and the mind will settle. Ignore the body and desire will rule your life. When you finally see this, truly see it, the entire illusion collapses. And what remains can be called the peace of God.